local beekeepers association.
Yeah.
So a lot of times, like if I'm out of honey, which I am out of this year, I'll sell one of my friends honey, and then we also kind of work collectively because I can't make enough wax and honey for these products, so we'll work together to kind of make sure that there's a market for those things to try and improve the local market and the sustainability of that. So.
Registered Nubian dairy goats, and I take their milk and I make soaps and lotions with it. I make everything myself. I do mainly the goat head and the horse head on the molds, and I do no dyes or chemicals in my soap, and basically use high quality oils and fragrances. So.
That's awesome.
Thanks. All right.
My name is Lauren. Our business is a family-owned and operated business. We've been in business since 2001. My brother, my sister, and my mom and I, we all work in the business. We all kind of have our own unique roles. We're really hoping in the next few years to really to grow our roasting aspect of our business. We have some neat plans here in the future, and we're currently launching a few new products, like our cold brew iced coffee. That's a new product we've been launching here today, and we really try to bring in as many local items as we can into the store. We really hope to always promote Kentucky and I guess kind of not forget where we came from. We have 3 locations here in town, and Somerset has been a huge supporter of us, and the community has always been just very, very good to us, and we try to give back to them as much as we can as well too.
Y'all make pottery?
Yeah, I do.
Do you?
It's all made right there on the farm. Starts with a lump of mud. It's all fired on the farm with a wood-fired kiln, with either a wood-fired or a propane kiln. You get different results with each.
So you got some beautiful stuff.
Well, thank you.
We are caught wild salmon. My wife and I, I'm Jason McKinley, and her name's Mary Beth. We just had a little baby this December, Asa, and we're caught wild. And we're bringing wild caught Alaskan salmon here to Somerset. We're from Stamford, Kentucky. We live, just down the road. I go fish in Alaska during the summer times from June to July, and we go to Bristol Bay, and particularly this fish comes from the Igigik River. And Bristol Bay is the largest sockeye run in the world, so that's where a lot of the wild caught salmon comes from. A fisherman turned, salesman of the fish. So I've been fishing for 14 years, and the last couple years I was able to kind of work a partnership with one of the canneries. So they do all of our packaging, and then we get it shipped back. It took a little while to establish that because I'm a pretty small guy, and they usually deal with all the big guys. And so we fish in the summer and then sell it through the winter.
We started road tripping all over Kentucky, and the premise was let's show what's out there besides the 1 or 2 locations that Kentucky is known for nationwide. It's always going to be your larger cities on a national scale, Lexington, Louisville, maybe Paducah, maybe Bowling Green, some others. What about all the little map dots? I grew up in Hickman, Kentucky, population 2,000, and there's a lot of places even smaller than that. And so I said, let's get in the car, let's plop out a map, let's look at some places that nobody knows about, but where somebody lives. Where's the country store? Where's the old court square? Where's the place that maybe somebody we knew grew up in, mom and pop or granddad and grandma or some cousin or something like that. So we go to these places, we take a picture, post it on Facebook, map.Kentucky. And that gives everybody this notion that, hey, Kentucky is primarily heartland. It's primarily country store. It's not city, it's not metro, it's not beltway. It's 1-lane road. it's country, and it's rural America. And that has been the notion. And my biggest audience on the page comes from Louisville and Lexington. They want to see what's going on out there. And so for the past 6 months or so, every day, we travel somewhere unique. We covered every single county and over 500 unique places in Kentucky. So that's the premise.
So Green Gypsy Organics, what I do is I study medicinal herbalism. So I use plants that grow around the state, red clover, nettle, calendula, and teach about the medicinal properties of the plant. So blending teas, also how to make face creams and different things that we use that don't have chemicals in it.
Yeah.
So they're stabilized with vitamin E and different things. And then make all the energy art, and we have bags. So try to keep everything organic and without the chemicals, and use these plants for healing.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, so we're in Louisville, Kentucky.
Okay.
So made the trip here, and it's been a really great event.
My husband and I make all the granola by hand from our farm in Crab Orchard.
Okay.
And we use local sorghum and honey to sweeten. And so we don't use any refined sugars or preservatives or corn syrup. And then we're, so the sorghum's all from either our farm or a farm in Casey County. And then the honey's from our county. And then we also have sorghum sweet tea, which is a really great rendition of our southern favorite.
I started Explore Kentucky basically as a way for Kentuckians to be involved in showcasing their home to people around the world. I got tired of people promoting this like hillbilly negative stereotype of Kentucky of like people you can marry your sister, your dog, and cat. It's just very disrespectful because this state's full of awesome, beautiful people. It's a great land. I actually lived in Germany for 3 years, and Kentucky reminds me of that with the rolling hills and all that stuff. And then like it's really cool because you have this convergence. You have this rural life and then this like uber modern urban life in Louisville, and like everyone in Kentucky has that kind of a connection, you know. And I think Kentuckians are so like innovative.
I think it's wonderful for people to have an outlet to share how they have adventures in Kentucky, so other people can get inspirations for the things they would like to do, and just like a cool way to make a community of Kentuckians. I think that's really neat. I think it's a good thing.
So my experience is like it's taught me like a lot. So I wanted to kind of do this as like a love letter to Kentucky, and also just be involved with people, find creatives from all around the state to do this project. And it started in October, and it's taken off. There's almost like 4,000 people that follow it, over 14,000 photos. We're here at the Living Green Fair. They give us a free booth. We went out and supported Somerset. We have a lot of projects coming up, new website, and I was in a newspaper article that interviewed for the Commonwealth Journal this morning. So like, it's just super cool, and it's cool to find like these little stories because like the everyday people don't get highlighted. Like, you know, like you have Dave Rogers, he's this hiker, he shoots these amazing photos, and like now people know about him. And I just find that it's phenomenal. You have guy Donovan from Louisville. He takes these really cool portraits of people and makes them into pieces of art. And this kind of discovers them and helps showcase, you know, to people. And then the other day we had a lady from Canada tweet us and say, randomly follow Explore Kentucky hashtag on Instagram. Now I want to go to Kentucky and explore the Bourbon and Bluegrass Trail. And how cool is that? It doesn't get better than that. So I'm just excited for the project. Glad to be here. Yeah.
My hand.